Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Ted Tang with Health Quest Physicians Group. We're here with Tracy and Kash Kinder. They're here to talk about, or at least Tracy's going to talk for Kash, about their experience here at the clinic. Let's start with what did you originally come into the clinic for?
Sure. So Kash was born in last September, and about 7 or 8 weeks after he joined us, he started to experience symptoms of colic, and it didn't really matter what we did or what we didn't do. There wasn't anything to really relieve his symptoms. Finally, after several weeks of just trying to do whatever we could, I put a post on Facebook and said, is there any friends and family out there that have been through this, and what would you suggest? There was a suggestion to try chiropractic care, and at that time I was a little hesitant. I really was, and despite a lot of feedback and opinions, we kind of put it off for a few weeks. And I had went back to work at 10 weeks after having Kash, and it was a Tuesday night, and I remember my husband Jay driving him around from about 11:30 at night till 5 in the morning, and I was getting up for work, and he walked in the house and he said, call Dr. Tang.
It's time.
It's time. That was a Tuesday. We got in already on a Wednesday. He was treated on Wednesday. On Friday of that week, after his second visit, that was the first time that night he'd ever slept 4 hours straight. And he was 11 weeks old at that time. So we started to see relief on the second visit. And you had explained to us that in the birthing process, it can just be a little bit harder on them than what we realize. And so we felt like maybe it was just a little tougher on him when he joined us than what we realized, and maybe some adjusting would help. He came 3 times a week initially, and now he still comes once a week. And like I mentioned, we saw results immediately.
That's good.
And he has just been a different kiddo since then. We didn't have a lot of trouble with him at all. The adjusting at first, we weren't really sure how that would go, but it was something that was just such a smooth process that we just really appreciated all the help.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, and so it sounded like you were still pretty apprehensive for a little bit, or maybe you were just busy.
Well, we did, apprehensive is the word, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, busy, of course everybody's busy, but when you're going through colic, it's one of those things where, you don't really know what's going on. There's really not any answers to why it's caused or what's going on, and Jay and I are first-time parents, so this wasn't something we'd ever experienced before, and not a lot of it in our family, and so we sure just didn't know what to think, and like I said, everyone had an opinion.
Right.
And you lean on your friends and your family to help because they have been through it before, and finally we just kind of got to the point where it was like, we're gonna try this and see what happens, and it was really a lifesaver.
Great. Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, obviously we treat children, and a lot of people don't even know that we're able to treat children.
Absolutely.
And colic is something that is very commonly treated with chiropractic care and very successfully. So, and of course, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, as far as being adjusted, we do adjust babies a lot differently than adults. It's a lot more gentle, and a lot of times babies just kind of laugh through it.
And he certainly has. Yeah. He loves coming here. The ladies at the front desk he just loves to see them coming through the door. He's laughing, and they love him too.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, what about yourself? You're also a patient.
So myself, Jay, and my dad are all patients. I think Jay's mom has been here from time to time too, so it's really kind of been a family place for all of us to come. I have struggled with lower back issues. Jay, of course, drives a race car, drives his sprint car, and so he's had his fair shares of back injuries, and I always think it's impressive when he can say, I've got a headache, I need to go, and by the time he leaves, it's well taken care of. So we're very fortunate for those things.
Great. Yeah, and you guys normally stay pretty regular with your adjustments, which is always helpful. And
yep, we try to.
Yeah, so great. What advice would you give to other people wanting to come in for adjustment, or maybe have a child that they're thinking about bringing? What advice would you give to them?
Well, I think for me, I was scared. I wasn't sure what to think, or how it would go, or I was afraid that being adjusted or popped or something would really hurt, and that's definitely not the case. My thought process would be for parents is it is a gentle process. It's not something that is invasive to them whatsoever. And it's certainly something that I feel like has helped. And so have an open mind. I know a lot of people today always want kind of something immediate, but I think it's a very holistic approach that with time really does work.
And certainly on that note, certainly particularly with children, they do respond relatively quickly.
They did, or he did, yeah. Like I said, the
And that's
second
typical.
visit.
Yeah, that's typical.
I was very impressed because I remember waking up that first Saturday morning going, oh my gosh, is he alive? Because that was the longest Jay and I had slept in almost 3 months.
Yeah.
So it was,
great.
and not that you need sleep, it's just at the same time, you want your little one to be as calm and happy and not hurting or whatever he could be. Are you getting excited? What's back there? So, yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything that you could add, anything in particular that you like about our clinic, maybe that sets us apart, or anything in particular you do like?
I think it's just, when we walk in the door, everyone is so excited to see us in Kash, and that means so much to us because everyone's very friendly. When we get here, it's there he is, is that the cutie? And so I love that because he's not scared to go to the doctor. I mean, it's just, he's not scared to come here and see everybody, and it's been just a good place, a good family place for him to go.
All right, great. Well, we love having him and all of your whole family.
Yes.
So, okay, well, thank you so much for
you.
sharing your experience with the people of the internet.
Yes.
So if anyone out there has any questions regarding anything that we talked about today, in particular with children, I know a lot of people have questions about babies and children in general, please give us a call. Our number is 635-9655, or visit our website, healthquestgroup.com. If you'd like, you can leave a question in the comment section below. Again, my name is Dr. Ted Tang. Thanks for watching today, and we'll see you next time.